Welcome back to Teaching Tiny Tots, and today's video is on how to create your own puzzle. These make great gifts. We have 4 different puzzles to create, so let's get started. Today, you will need various types of paper, such as computer paper, construction paper, watercolor paper, designer paper, cardstock, and photo paper. If you're drawing, you'll want crayons, paint, colored pencils or markers, pens, and pencils. You also need Mod Podge or an acrylic paint sealant, brushes if using paint, and glue, such as Fabri-Tac for thicker papers. Elmer's glue can hold together some papers, such as computer paper. Lastly, scissors and cardboard. The first type is a photo puzzle. Print a photo out on glossy photo paper and cut off any excess. Leave a border around the photo. This is optional but recommended for young kids. The second type is a drawing puzzle. You can draw using any media, from markers and crayons to pencil and pen. Feel free to use computer paper, construction paper, or cardstock. This type of puzzle is perfect for a personalized homemade gift and can be made by anyone of any age. It's also a great activity to spend the afternoon, as it takes a long time to draw out an entire design. The third type is a mini puzzle. These are great for little kids. Here we're using some square colored cardstock and painting on our designs. Using a sturdier paper is recommended for smaller puzzles, as it makes the puzzle more durable. After designing your puzzle, add a backing. Here we used a sturdy designer paper for the bigger puzzles. Apply glue all over the back because you will be cutting out the pieces and you don't want them to fall apart. Also use a stronger glue, such as Fabri-Tac. You can use cardboard for the backing. This is a little harder to cut, but it's also the sturdiest. We used these on our mini puzzles, and by far those are the most durable puzzles. Make sure to cut off any excess backing, as you don't want it to show through on the front. Once the backing's on, cover your design in a paint sealant such as Mod Podge. This will help make your pieces stronger and less likely to become damaged. Make sure your design is fully dry, otherwise Mod Podge will smear any water-soluble media such as markers and pens. Cover in an even coat. Thicker areas will result in a white spot. Now it is time to create a puzzle out of your design. Either use the templates on our website teachingtinytots.com or create a series of equal squares and rectangles on the back of your puzzle. The blue puzzle is 25 pieces. Each square is about 1.5 inches each direction. The green puzzle is 40 pieces in total, with it being 8 pieces wide and 5 pieces tall. If your puzzle is on a sheet of paper, such as an 5" by 11" and it's a little hard to create even pieces, you can always cut out a little bit of excess on the sides. To create a traditional puzzle, draw a mushroom-like shape on each edge to create a puzzle piece. You can switch up the direction of these mushroom-like knobs or keep them going in one direction. Because you'll be cutting out these pieces, you can also use a simpler shape if desired. If using a template, you can go ahead and skip this step. This is only if you're hand drawing your puzzle pieces. Then cut out your puzzle. We recommend cutting it into strips and then cutting out the individual pieces from there. Use a sharp scissors and don't worry about trimming up the edges. This will result in gaps between pieces. This step is better suited for older kids or adults. Smaller puzzles can be cut into 4 or 9 pieces for younger kids. The fourth type of puzzle is a non-traditional puzzle. You can create a triangle or any other shape design. Draw lines and create various triangles or other shapes instead of using a grid, and cut out the pieces from there. This is much easier to create, but can be more difficult to solve. Also, if creating a triangle puzzle, don't cut through the corners. This makes it extremely challenging to solve, as you have very little guidelines or reference in order to put the puzzle together. A great way to make a puzzle more exciting is using a scavenger hunt. You can find very thorough instructions and details on teachingtinytots.com and opening up the PDF. The scavenger hunt is like a series of multiple choice questions with 2 to 4 answers. First, you're going to have the themed question, such as birthdays, holidays, events, etc. And then you're going to have the answer to these questions. For example, what is my favorite color? With the answer being green. Next to these answers, you're going to have a list of locations. This is the list I'm creating now. In order to make the scavenger hunt easier, simply have 2 answer choices, in which case you would only list 2 locations per puzzle piece. In this list that I'm creating on the screen, I have 4 locations, as I'm going to have 4 answer choices for the scavenger hunt questions. Then you'll want to choose the actual locations where you'll be hiding the puzzle pieces. Choose this based on a couple things. First, you want to make sure that whoever is hunting these pieces can safely reach them. Also keep in mind, depending on where you hide the pieces, that they might mess with items around the hiding place. So don't hide them in places where a child can get hurt, such as near ovens, candles, or electrical outlets. Here I'm highlighting my answers with an orange marker for convenience, so when I'm actually making the clues, I know exactly where I want to hide the puzzle piece. Next, make a quick envelope for your piece. Leave a thick border around it and cut a square of paper. Fold all the edges over the piece and secure with a piece of tape. Next, get out another piece of paper or an index card to write out your question. Write out the questions and the answers. Now remember, these answers have 2 parts, so you're going to put the actual answer choices provided and the locations. Make sure to match up your correct answer with the correct location and just use the remaining ones to plug in the wrong answers. Keep in mind that your first clue will not have a puzzle piece attached. It'll simply show them where to actually start looking. And your last puzzle piece will not have a question attached, as there will be no more places to look after it. When finished, attach your puzzle pieces to your clues. When hiding your pieces, remember that the first puzzle piece will be at the second location, the second puzzle piece will be at the third location, and the third puzzle piece will be at the fourth location, and so on and so forth. And remember, tables and organization methods are available on teachingtinytots.com. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more. Also, be sure to check out our website at teachingtinytots.com. Don't forget to check out our social media on Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.